know that feeling you get when somebody makes you look bad in front of a loved one, and then your loved one gets disappointed in you, causing you to be disappointed in yourself, and it sticks with you till eventually one day in the future you decide to make a YouTube video about the situation? What? Okay, so maybe that last part isn't relatable, but you probably dealt with the core struggle that I described. Unless you're some sort of perfect angel, in which case, congrats, good for you. Let me tell you about the time that my neighbor made me look like a jackass in front of my dad. The year was 2002 and Star Wars Attack of the Clones had just come out. I was a kid, so I couldn't just go to the theater by myself because I had no money or transport, and also my parents just kind of want to know where the hell I was at all times. So I had to ask my dad to take me, to which he responded, "Why do you need to see the Star Wars movie? You've already seen the other ones. What's the difference? Instead you should be studying your maths." The struggle of my life as a kid. Anyway, later that day my dad was talking to our neighbor, and it just so turns out that his kid, let's just call him Jakey Boy, also wanted to go see the movie. So obviously my dad did the only logical thing and volunteered to take us both to the movie. I was being sarcastic. It makes no sense because he didn't want me to go see the movie in the first place. But my dad's mind works in mysterious ways, which I guess I shouldn't complain about because I gotta go see the movie because of it. So we got to the theater, watched the movie, got through all the cringy Anakin scenes, which at the time weren't really that cringy to me. They were more just boring filler in between the action scenes. And oh yeah, I was also completely oblivious to the romance scenes and talk of politics. Oh, the innocence of childhood. It really kept me from realizing what a bad movie Episode 2 actually was. So the movie ends and my dad is like, "Okay boys, what was your favorite part of the movie?" This was a test, which I should have expected because whenever I got to do something as a kid that I wanted to do, it always came with a test. So, being the impatient fool that I was, I had to answer first, a decision I would eventually regret thanks to Jakey Boy. So, what was my favorite part? Obviously the rescue on Geonosis where everyone's fighting in the arena and Mace and Obi-Wan are back to back and Jango loses his head, because as a kid, gratuitous CGI battles were really cool to me. After I said that, Jakey Boy freaking interjected with this. "I thought it was really sad when the Jedi cut off that guy's head in front of his son. It was sad that he lost his father." This freaking kid, in the matter of a sentence, made me look like an empathyless asshole in front of my dad. And you might think I'm just fabricating some nonsense due to some insecurity, but no, I know this is true because my dad freaking told me. He was like, "Hey idiot fellow, how come you can't be like Jakey Boy and understand things in the movies like this? All you think about is shooting and killing and action being cool. This is what Halo has done to you, idiot." Okay, well he maybe didn't say the part about Halo because I didn't have an Xbox at the time, but if I did, I guarantee you he would have. So at this point, I was annoyed with Jakey Boy, not only for making me look bad in front of my dad, but also because of his inaccurate understanding of the situation. Boba isn't Jango's son, he's a clone of Jango himself, so it's less of watching his father die and more of watching his future self be killed. Which I guess could be more traumatizing, and I also guess that Jango was basically a father to him. But either way, I was annoyed, and I guess on some level I felt like he was insinuating that I didn't value my dad since I saw someone else's dad get killed and didn't mention it as an impactful moment. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. The point is, that was the last time I hung out with Jakey Boy. He might as well be dead to me. Anyways, let me know if you've dealt with a similar situation in the comments below. Also, be sure to hit those magical buttons if you like what you see because I make videos every week and you don't want to miss them. And as always, I'm Coco, this has been Poorly Illustrated, thanks for watching.